Alright, we're back on the bike and it is sunny out, it's beautiful, it's warm, I'm wearing a t-shirt, I'm fucking showing off the ink, yeah! So this is my first time out riding after those floods in the video that I sent or I submitted or uploaded. There's the words, yeah, we have our vocabulary back. My first time out since then. And one thing I've been really wanting to do is file a class action lawsuit against meteorologists. No, I'm serious. I know I had that little caption in that last video when the news broadcast was showing the floods, but like that rainstorm, that was not called. It said chance of showers. That's what was being broadcast. Legit. That's what was being broadcast to the public, is chance of showers. And then we had record-breaking amounts of rain. We had over 250 millimeters of rain in some spots. 3 months worth of East Coast rain, all within like 12 fucking hours, realistically. And like, I don't think the meteorologists realize how many aspects of our economy rely on the weather information being accurate, especially if it's being handed out to the public, you know what I mean? Like, think about it. All the construction crews that got told, yeah, like on days like today was supposed to be fucking cloudy and rainy. Today, do you see fucking clouds and rain? No, there's no clouds and there's no rain. So like, the shitty part is there's construction crews that are building houses during a housing shortage that got sent home or told not to come into work because of the poor inclement weather. And the weather's fucking beautiful. Today's a perfect day to do some framing, some roofing, some drywalling, run some electrical, get the plumbing in order. Like, today's a perfect day for all the siding to get put on, fucking masonry work, you name it. Today's a great day for it. It's fucking beautiful out. Meanwhile, they called for rain today. And then what about, like, let's scale it down, let's extrapolate this thought and boil it down a little smaller. Look at a restaurant. You get busy restaurants. Every city's got like that old restaurant district where it's just patio after patio. Well, like, think about it. When you get told it's gonna rain, it's gonna be gross out all day, high winds and all this, then those restaurant managers have to call the staff that was scheduled to work on the patio or whatever and say, yeah, you know what, the patio is not gonna be open today, don't bother coming in, you got the day off. So now there's people that aren't going to get the opportunity to go to work and make money to put a roof over their head and food on their own plate and buy clothes and blah, 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 put money back into the economy. So now they're sitting at home, which is absolute horseshit. And then all of a sudden, like this, a day like this is the cloudy day, so people are coming in, they're the restaurateurs, the people, the patrons, and they say, yeah, can we sit on the patio? It's such a beautiful day. And then, like, you can only say no as a manager or a, I don't know, what are they called, like the fucking person that sits you down, like the hostess or whatever. They can only say no so many times before, like, fine, we'll just sit people on the patio. When they're sitting on the patio, you got to realize those waitresses and waiters that are working now, they're all understaffed because they weren't supposed to be working the patio. So now all the guests are going to get shittier experience because the staff just can't keep up with it. And then all of a sudden you go online, you write a bad Yelp review or Google review, and the restaurant fucking stops getting as much business because it has a record of being a shitty, slow service, blah, blah, blah. See what I mean? Like, there's so many things. Like, road work. Like, look at the road I'm driving on. There's fucking patchwork all over the place, holes in the ground. None of that can get fixed when they say it's gonna rain. And then it turns into a beautiful day. Like, I think the meteorologists should be sued. They say, oh, chance of showers, but overall it should be a pretty pleasant, you know, cloudy East Coast day, and we get fucking record rain. Like, how? How do we sit here and let this happen? Meteorologists get paid so much freaking money. Like, there's I don't know what the United States has, but in Canada we have something called Environment Canada, which I pay for in my taxes, okay? Holy shit, my blood's boiling right now, guys. My fucking taxes. And let me tell you, I pay like $60,000 a year in taxes, okay? It pays for Environment Canada, and I rely on it having accurate information. And then there's all the news stations, like the television stations. They're all feeding the same lies to the fucking public as well, so now people are getting misinformed, and those meteorologists have to be making comfortable six-figure jobs. They're on television fucking providing information, you know what I mean? It's not a welfare job. And then there's the radios, there's someone that writes newspapers and on all that. They get their information from somewhere. Wherever that information comes from, those people need to be sued too. I'm serious. Let's start a class action lawsuit. We can fucking do this. We can take down the system, put weather radars into a fucking high school curriculum, and then bada boom, not even high school, put it in junior high. At junior high level, you're old enough and smart enough to read green, blue, purple, yellow, fucking the colors. You see purple? Okay, bad. You see red? Not bad. Or, you know, it probably wouldn't be those colors in that order, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, God. Oh, I was fired right up there, eh? Alright, well, anyway. Back to your regular scheduled program. While I'm riding along, I suppose I could tell I'm going 85 and that's a 70. Uh-oh. While I'm riding along, I might as well tell you a funny story. And hand to Lord, it is haram to lie. This is true. Back in 2013, I think it was, me and a couple friends, we went down to a place downtown while something was happening called Ribfest. If you're not from anywhere that has a Ribfest, basically it's like a traveling circus of like pig related food. So ribs, pulled pork, like, I don't know, bones of sorts. Basically a bunch of things that come from pigs. Anyway, we went down, we had a few beer, we were eating some ribs and getting all sauced up, having pulled pork. And then, you know, we decided we wanted to walk over to a little strip club that was, and this was at like 2 in the afternoon, okay? So this is not the time of day to be going to a strip club. But it was like a block away, and we're like, ah, fuck it, we've had a few beer, we're sauced up a bit here, like figuratively and literally. Let's go down to the strip club. So we went to the strip club, and of course, we were the only 3 patrons in there. I sound so elegant saying that, yes. Quite. We were the only 3 patrons in there. Anyway, I decided after a bit to get a private lap dance, and while I'm getting this private lap dance and she's like twerking on my lap and grinding and all this fun stuff, she decides to do the Jersey Turnpike, which is when you bend over 90 degrees, she puts her hand on the ground and her bare ass is directly in my face, crack directly there. And that's when I decided I'm gonna take this opportunity to motorboat her ass, because you sure as hell can't motorboat personality, gentlemen. Anyway, I motorboat her ass, and when I pull my head away, I notice a bunch of, let's call it brown stains in her ass. And still to this day, I hope to fuck that was barbecue sauce. I actually think about it quite often, that I really hope that was barbecue sauce. Oh God, I really do hope that was barbecue sauce. On the topic of strip clubs, by the way, if anyone wants to go to one, I'm telling you now, go on a Monday. They have this rule, and a lot of people don't know about it, so I'm here to enlighten you. There's a thing called Mandatory Monday at strip clubs, and that's basically the girls have to go there on Mondays and Tuesdays if they want to, or at least on Monday, if they want to be allowed to dance on Friday or Saturday. That's the rule. So they have to show up on a Monday knowing full well there's gonna be very minimal people coming in throwing dollar bills at them. So they have to go anyway. The cool thing about Monday is that's when they start working out their dances, their routines, the songs that work and everything like that. They fuck up, they make mistakes, they start over. So it's like you're watching a movie trailer to the main event that's happening in another few days. R.I.P. Basically, long story short, go on a Monday and you will definitely thank me, because that is the time that you wanna get the performances of a lifetime. So I actually frequented strip clubs so often at one point in my life that I think I went something like 20 straight weeks in a row, and that includes a Christmas Eve. I got off work at 6 p.m. I worked at a restaurant at the time, and me and my buddy Schaefer, that's his name for real, we went to a strip club on Christmas Eve. So we got off work at like 6 p.m. By the time we were out of there and drove downtown, it was like, I don't know, 6:45 or something like that, and we genuinely went to a strip club, had a few beer, and then left at like, I don't know, 9 or something like that. And I think that must be the lowest form of humanity, because You are going nowhere in life if you're spending Christmas Eve at a fucking strip club. The only people that could be lower than us were the ones dancing, you know? Like, oh god, that must have been the worst of the worst.